Hello, everyone, and welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy, Ivorian Spice, and welcome to the Catch Up Volume 53. Another week, guys. Yes, we're back at it again with the 53rd edition of the show. Big ups to you guys for tuning in as usual. If you're new to this channel, remember to subscribe, smash that like button, and also remember to share. And if you're wondering, what the hell am I doing here right now? Why am I tuning into this shit? I could be watching something else. Or of course, you've tuned in to the show that's about your beloved team, Manchester United. We talk about the latest and hottest debate, match reviews, and etc. And of course, our favorite part of the game, which is question time. As usual, I have my co-hosts, which I'll be introducing to you. Just today will be short, as one of our co-hosts has become a new dad. Congratulations to him, a baby girl. Big ups to him, I'm not gonna bring up names, so you can guys don't need to know these kind of stuff, It's none of your business, but just know that wish him congratulations on his newborn. As usual, let me introduce you to one of my guests. My co-host, my co-dizzle, Jegs. What are you saying, bro? It's been a while again.
It's been a little while, man.
I know, bro.
It's been a little while.
I know, but how's everything? How was your weekend? How was last week? How you finding the Olympics so far? Are you tuned in or you're like, nah?
I'm in and out of the Olympics, This weekend, obviously, I saw a few races. It was good. Obviously, the 100 meters the other day, the Italians won it, whilst Great Britain stumbled out of the blocks. So, not good to see after the Euros, but hey, I'm good. Obviously, our boys a new dad, or another child on the way. So yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good over here. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I just got my hair cut, so I'm feeling great. You know that new haircut feeling? I am feeling so good right now. I'm looking at everyone in the eye confidently, And of course, we've got Monzi, one of our regular guests, not even a guest. I would probably say a member, I would say,
Got that membership,
Monzi, man. You know what? You have been promoted. You are a member now. No longer a guest. You are a member. You can start opening the fridges in the house now without asking anyone. Like that.
Oh, you're funny.
Yes, guys. Monzi, how's it been? How's your weekend been? How's everything?
Yeah, right. I've been watching the Olympics. I like the swimming, but yeah, they've done well at the swimming.
I'm
GP.
not surprised. You like a bit of a breaststroke from the ladies. It's nice to see them in there.
I ain't no good at that. I'm no good at breaststroke. Don't know how, but I'm good at everything else, but not breaststroke.
Of course, guys. And as always, if you're watching, of course, there's plenty of you. Remember to get yourself involved and also smash that like button. Also remember to share, because sharing our Ivorian Spice, guys, has always been carrying on this channel. Let's get it straight up. Of course, guys, you know that Manchester United had a postponed game against Preston North End on the weekend due to a COVID outbreak. But before that, Manchester United did play against Brentford, and a newly promoted team to the Premier League. So it was a good test for us to play against a Premier League team. However, despite the fact that Manchester United were playing their second team, reserves, whatever, and a couple of the first teamers were starting, I wouldn't even say a couple, just one or two of the first team players probably got some action, probably Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and I can't remember who else. But yes, Manchester United did draw 2-2 against Brentford. Our first game, if I can't remember, I don't remember if we won our first preseason game, but we lost our second preseason game. And during this preseason game, it's not about the results, as some people would say. It's all about getting the minutes in the leg. Watching that game against Brentford, beautiful goal by Alenga, and also lovely strike by Andres Pereira. But as well, Brentford did score 2 good goals as well. In terms of the performance, guys, I'm not going to lie to you, I was never impressed. I haven't been impressed with Manchester United's performance in the whole 90 minutes since goddamn, I don't know, it's been 5, 6, 7 years since I've been impressed with a whole 90 minutes of Manchester United on the ball doing their thing. But against Brentford, against their second, third team, they've done quite well in terms of getting a result. They got the lead, which I was happy about. But in terms of the impact, in terms of having a clear-cut chances on Brentford's goal, I felt like our own goalkeeper had too much to do, and Lee Grant is useless. Anyway, I'm gonna start off with you, my co-host Jex. Man, what did you take of that match against Brentford? Is there something to take, or we just let it be?
Let's put it this way. Last season against Aston Villa in the pre-season game, they beat us, and then we had one of our worst starts in the last 100 years. We were awful. So, albeit a friendly, albeit pre-season, we still need to put the effort in, and we still need to get those W's in. So it is something to look at. I understand our first team weren't playing, and I'm also not going to lie to you, Spice. I didn't watch the game. After that QPR friendly, I ain't watching no friend. I ain't wasting my time. I ain't watching no friendlies until I can see the first team play, because a lot of that second team, they shouldn't really be in and around our squad. Like, lovely goal from Pereira, but he shouldn't be at United. He should have left years ago. And that's a key issue for us at the moment. A lot of players are just stealing a living. They're just collecting a salary, and they're not even playing. They're not competing for the first team. We need to be ruthless and let a lot of these players go. But back to the match. Unfortunately, I didn't watch it, but lovely goal from Pereira. And Alenga, I feel like he could be in and around the squad next season, because I am seeing some good bits from him. So he's one to look out for.
Brilliant goals by Alenga as well. He's been impressive in the preseason in terms of scoring goals, because he's shown himself. The game against QPR, he got a goal in, and the game against Brentford, he got a goal in as well. So he's been trying to impress, a black Viking as well, That's probably one of the reasons why he's even playing, because of Ollie loved the Viking connection, especially with Lindelof, But I always said to myself, I don't think Lindelof's a Viking. A Viking can't be a pussy like that, getting moved to in the air. A Viking doesn't accept getting thrown away like that. He's a man. A Viking's a real man, with strength. They eat things raw. I'm very sure you guys watch Vikings. They're on the floor looking for bugs and eating that if they can't find any food. That's how strong they are. But yes, Monze, what about you, man? I'm sure you probably watched the match, or you probably didn't, because of course, like Jegs, because hardly any of the first team players are there, so it's less interesting to see, because you're not going to see the players that you want to see, such as Jadon Sancho and Paul Pogba. If you want to see Paul Pogba, some people might not want to see him, but Bruno Fernandes and etc. How did you take that match, Monze?
Well, I actually watched it. Well, it's not really the forwards I'm worried about. Like, there's backup forwards there, but them two defenders, Twanzebe and Mengi. Oh, I was on another show. I was either on another show or someone on another show said Mengi played well. I was like, "You're having a laugh. He was hopeless." But yeah, hopefully we'll be all right now. Phil Jones is back for Saturday. Should be all right there. But yeah, like you said, there's not many. Most of the first teamers are back. I've heard that. Henderson's not back. He's still recovering from COVID. I don't know how long he wants to recover. It took me 10 days, and I was back at work. So, but yeah, he's still recovering. So the others are back. So hopefully it's Everton we've got next. We played well against Preston. Great 0-0 against Preston. But yeah, no, the defending at our club, I think, apart from Maguire, you got a few like Maguire and now Varane, and then probably Bailly, but he's made out of glass. And then Lindelof is all right, but yeah, apart from that, none of the youth players. You never see a youth player really come. I don't think the last youth player was since Wes Brown. I think that was the last youth player that I know. Brandon Williams is coming through, but he can't defend. Do you know what I mean? Like, proper centre back. We've usually had to buy centre backs, and with them two at the back, I think we'd have to buy again. Them two I don't know what people see in Mengi or Twanzebe, but yeah, no, a cracking goal from Pereira. That's all Pereira can do. Do you know what I mean? He's got a goal scorer, and that's all he's good at. But as you said, as Jake said about Alenga, and you said about Alenga, I think he'll be good to have around the squad. He's a decent player. I don't want to let him go out alone. He's a decent player.
No, definitely he's a decent player, Alenga. Like I said, guys, you mentioned an interesting thing, Monzi. You mentioned the defender of Mengi and Toussane. Looking at Toussane, of course, he's getting the opportunity to play in the preseason because of the other guys are on international duty or have been on international duty, so they're unable to play or still on holiday. Does it look like it's a season where he can make it at Manchester United? There are rumors that he will be loaned out. Can he make it at Manchester United? Because I look at him and I'm seeing him as he's 24 years old or 23, 24. At that age, he should possibly be playing first team football week in, week out. So if you're unable to do that at Manchester United, then forget it, son. Move on. What's your guys' opinion on this? So what do you guys think of this?
It's a tough one, because with the centre backs, usually you've got a solid partnership, and it's as a young centre back, it's always going to be hard to come in and disrupt that. I'm not saying we've got a solid partnership with Maguire and Lindelof, but it's going to be hard for Swansea to come in. We need to go back to the game against PSG when he had Mbappe in his back pocket. Do you not remember? He played very well in that game. So we have seen signs that he can do it, but unfortunately, I think it's a great decision to loan him out, because with Varane coming in now, he ain't going to play. The last 2 seasons, he started, 7 Premier League games in the last 2 seasons? It's not enough.
Yeah.
So he has to be loaned out. Exactly. Let's loan him out to a Premier League team, up his value, and if we do have to sell him, at least let's get a fair whack for him, But he definitely.
They should have let him stay at Villa. Should have let him stay at Villa because he was on loan at Villa, got promoted, and I don't know whether they wanted to buy him or loan him, but should have loaned him again. He could have had that Premiership experience, then come back.
Yeah.
But he played well against PSG, but then he was dropped the next game, so that didn't help him either. So he's, but he's not. I don't know what's going on for him. He looked a really good player. Like even when Mourinho was there, he come on and played well. I think Mourinho only gave him 15 minutes and took him off. But even he knew that. Oh yeah, he's going to be something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I know not many people like Mourinho, but he knows about defenders. Do you know what I mean? But he just didn't kick on. I think either see what happens if he goes to Newcastle on loan. If he plays really well, then yeah. But if he don't, sell him. To be fair, same with Lingard. Lingard. I think the right time now is to sell Lingard because he's played so well at West Ham. Yes. His price will be high. Get what you want for it. Like they're asking 30 million. I won't get that. Probably 20 million. Let him go. See you later. Do you know what I mean? There you go. That's money in the bank for somebody else.
I'm absolutely right, man. You like with even with the Toussane situation. You mentioned that when he came back from loan from Aston Villa, they wanted him to extend an extra loan for February, which Man United should have said yes, because at the end of the day, they hardly use him. Did Oli use him? No, he didn't. I know that Toussane got injured, and of course he reduced his amount of playing time. But still, he should have went straight back on loan to get some Premier League experience. Instead of trying to get the Premier League experience with Manchester United sitting on the bench and not learning anything. So I agree with you on that one. I just want to point out to one thing, of course, out of content, which comes from Neil Kane. Of course, I'm sure he's speaking about this because he's a Manchester United fan, guys, just to let you know. He says that evening spice in the panel away from Man United, what did you guys make of Harry Kane not turning up to training today for Spurs? That's not a good look, in my opinion. He wants to join City. Would you guys sign Harry Kane despite not turning up to training today for Spurs? So reading that, I don't know if he's a Man United fan anymore because he said, would you guys sign Harry Kane despite not turning up to training today? I'm gonna throw that to you guys. Yeah, what do you guys think of what Neil Kane has said so far about the Harry Kane situation?
I think it's the only thing he had to do it. I think he had to do it because he knows Levy won't sell him otherwise. But I've heard that they're going to find him. But England captain shouldn't be doing that, really. But
and any player shouldn't be doing
he might have to. Mm-hmm. No, true. Any player shouldn't be doing it. But you know what Dan Levy's like. I think Berbatov. I don't know if Berbatov didn't do it before he come to us. I know there was something going on there, but he shouldn't have signed. If he didn't want to be at Spurs for that long, he shouldn't have signed that 6-year deal. He signed a 6-year deal. So at the end of the day, Levy. Yeah. Not being funny, but I wouldn't want to go City. I don't think City. I don't think Kane at City. It's going to be great, but I don't think it will be. I don't think he's the right player for City. They don't play like that. But I might be wrong because look at Aguero. He was there and he didn't do nothing. well, he did something, but he didn't. You know what I mean? He's gone. So, but I don't think we'll get him. I think we're more after Haaland than we are him. I don't think Kane. It'd be great for us, but I don't think Ollie will get Kane. It's not the way he plays the football.
It was an interesting thing that you said. Aguero tortured us and gave us nightmares for so many years. Aguero.
Yeah. All those daddies, I was just hearing Aguero. That's all I was hearing.
But the keeper got blooming bunged, didn't he? So the QPR keeper was always going to let it in, wasn't he?
But to ask this, of course, what do I make of this Harry Kane situation? Of course, just like anywhere in life, anything that you do in life, if you don't turn up to work, then there's a problem in it. You can't do that. It's unprofessional at the end of the day. It's okay because it's Harry Kane and he's the England captain, so it's all right. The media will favor him and say that, oh, why don't you give him his move? Let him move. He's been there for so many years. Yeah, hasn't won a trophy. Let him move. But I know a certain player that we won't mention misses training. It's a problem because all I know is that we have a player that fans don't like called Mr. Pogba that the British media don't like. And I don't ever recall him not turning up to training, even though it's well documented that he wants to leave and he's not happy at Manchester United. But he still turns up to work. That's the most important thing. He shows that level of professionalism. I'm not trying to big up Paul Pogba, but he has shown it because all I hear is about he's been a professional. His agent hasn't been a professional, or his agent, in other words, in other people's eyes, his agent may have been a professional because he's looking after his clients' best of interest. So it depends on how you see it. But the way I see it is that Pogba has been a professional. He's never got. Let me finish off. He's never leaked information out in terms of the team starting news like Lukaku did, or said that he wanted to rip up his contract the day he first started training. But the whole Harry Kane situation is that the fact that it's a bit crazy. Like, he should have turned up to training. I understand that he want to leave, but there's a way of going about it. You shouldn't go about it like that. But hey, if you want to make yourself heard and you want to take a stance, do you, innit? Do you? But yeah, man, big up to Harry Kane for doing the madness today, Would I sign him? To answer Nell's question, I will still sign him. Despite him not turning up to training ground at Tottenham. Because you can do stuff like that at Tottenham. You can't do that at Manchester United. You'll get fined heavily because they pay you good. At Tottenham, doesn't matter, man. They'll be like, oh, it's all right. Oh, you didn't have to train today. Oh, it's all right. No, come tomorrow. Make sure you come tomorrow because the level's different. We're a top club. Well, we used to be a top club. So our behavior is a bit different. James, you're about to say something.
I agree with what both of you have said to an extent. Fair enough, he is a professional. He is the England captain, so he should be turning up for work. But we don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Maybe Levy said to him, if we get 100 million bid, you're sold. Man City, did they not bid 100 mil and they rejected it? So we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. Kane has been very loyal to Tottenham for years and years and years. So to be fair, without knowing too much about it, I don't blame him. He's the world's best striker, one of the world's best strikers, and he's still at Tottenham. He needs to leave. And if they're not helping him leave, then I don't blame him for missing training. I don't. As unprofessional as it is, I don't blame him.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that as well. Like I said, we don't know what's going on. Yeah. And again, with the whole thing, Harry Kane has turn up week in and week out. So if he wants to leave, he should be able to leave. It's not like the situation with our player where he's being a bit inconsistent. Well, the team as well has been inconsistent. So you can understand why the media will back Kane, because Kane has done it for Tottenham. It's just unfortunate that he needs to take that next level and make a real name for himself in the world of football. Because at the end of the day, if Kane stays at Tottenham and he retires and he tells his kids that he used to kick ball, and the first thing the kids will ask is, Daddy, where's your medals? Daddy, you never played football. Where's your medals? Huh? Yeah? Now you know that you're a dad that lies and your kids no longer believe you. You're just going to look at you like, Daddy, you chat shit. And then that's it. You're done. You're done. So Harry Kane does need some medals, to actually look at and reflect on his career and say that, yes, I've had a successful career. I've had a great career. And he's not getting any older. He's not getting any younger. He's getting older. He's almost, 27, 28. So it's about
28,
time
yeah.
for him to leave,
Yeah.
He has got medals. He's just got runner-up medals.
See, Bruno Fernandes, who is actually Pogba out, just to let you guys know, says that if Pogba did this, the world would be angry. It's true. It's true. Speaking
Of
of
course.
Pogba, of course, moving on this, which is nice. We can ease into Pogba now, of course. Second part of the show, which is I was going to ask you guys: should Pogba stay at Manchester United? Should Pogba really stay at Manchester United, considering everything that's going on, the media, the circus, his agent, the 1 year left on his contract, the way Manchester United finished last season and where they want to go. Should Pogba stay at Manchester United? That's my question now, guys. To you guys, that's the debate. I'm going to start off with you, Monzi.
No. From his point of view, okay.
No.
Go on.
Monzi, you want to take? Yeah.
Go on,
I'm ready.
Go, Jex. Jex is ready. He's loaded.
He's ready.
I'm ready.
You got the bullets in the
Go on,
gun.
you're ready. Go.
Do you know what it is? From his point of view, he needs to leave because he came here for a project and we haven't really done anything. Until now, we've signed Sancho and Varane, but since he's come, we haven't really shown in the transfer market that we're serious about challenging for Champions League or the Premier League, So I don't blame him if he wants to leave. He's at an age where this is his last big contract. He's in the final year of his contract. There's a lot of Man United fans that don't really like him. The British media don't really like him. So when you deep it now, of course he's going to maybe want to leave. From a Manchester United fan point of view, he needs to stay. Because he is one of our best players. So he does need to stay. It's just down to Oli and the board to see what they can do in terms of negotiations, I don't know which way this is going to go, I'll be honest with you. Monzi, help me out, bro. Is he staying? Is he going? I don't know.
Should he stay? Should he go,
I have heard that he wants to stay, but he's not going to sort his contract out in the summer. So, but I think from our point of view, we let him go for free, then that's going to be ridiculous. We shouldn't let him go for free. If you don't, you say to him, right, you've got till so-and-so, if you don't sign it, I'm going to sell you. But I'm not in poppering or out. Do you know what I mean? I'm not. The last 6 months last season has been brilliant. Yeah, and it's probably the consistency that was better last season than the season before. But then, as people say, he's had no one with him. But he's got Varane there. He's got players there with him now. Should start. It'd be a disappointment if he does go. There's a big void because we're going to have to get 2 players in. You know what I mean? If we keep
at least you can see that he equals 2 players.
Well, yeah, he does, doesn't he? There's no one better. There's no one better. Not one person you could just swap him for that's going to straight come to us. But I don't know what he's thinking. It's up to him, innit? If he wants, is he on less money than what De Gea is? Because De Gea's on 300 grand a week.
He is
right now. Yeah, he should be on more than De Gea because De Gea is not really going to play next year. Really, we don't think he's actually going to. Henderson's going to be in goal. So if he's playing, De Gea's on the bench 300 grand a week, he's going to sit there thinking, well, why not I more than what he's on? Do you know what I mean? That's what he'll go by, but depends if Man want to play it. If they want to play it, pay it. I think Ollie wants to play it. I don't think he's up to Ollie. I think Ollie wants to keep him because, he's one of Ollie's favourites, and I haven't got a problem with that. But
Monzi, what we can't do though,
sort it out. I can't let him go for free. That would be the worst.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. We can't let him go for free.
Can't let him go for free.
That would be the worst thing.
If he goes for free, if he goes for free, then the Glazers will get so much stuff. They thought they got a lot of stuff before that. They'll get more. People won't turn up.
But then we can't wait for him. We can't wait till January for him to sign a new contract then, because from January, anyone abroad can sign him for free. It doesn't make sense. For me, I would say to him, you've got until August the 15th. You either signed a contract or, bro, you need to cut. We need to save our asses on this one, man. We can't let him go for free again. It makes no sense.
Let me get my opinion into it. First of all, big up Ruben Surgeon, who's I feel looks like a new member. Make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, make you share. Nell Kane has also subscribed and smash that like button. You're new to this channel. I can tell. But let me add my opinion to it because I'm looking at the whole situation in it. As a non-Manchester United fan, you know, if I was Paul Pogba's friend, you know, best friend of Cole Dizzle, and cared about his feelings and where he wants to go in life, I've seen that my friend, you've been here for about 4 years, and they've never, ever, you know, done anything that they said to you prior to you signing and all the project and what they were going to do, build a team around you and etc. They never came up to it. They came short on it. I mean, and you consider the way the English media has portrayed you as this person that you're not. You know, people think he's disrespectful. People think he's arrogant. All these horrible negative things. I'm not thinking, do you know him? But you don't. People that don't even know him, that don't support Man United, will tell you, I hate Pogba. I'm like, what? You support Arsenal? How are you hating Pogba? Oh, he thinks he's X, Y, Z. Oh, you think of X, Y, Z because of what the media tells you. All right, cool. That's a problem. That hinders his decision to stay. And then you look at the way our own fan, it's like, I don't know if it's 50-50 or 60-40, 60% hate him, 40% love him. It's so split to the fact that it disgusts me because these are the same people that hate him will tell you, oh, back the manager. If you're not back the manager, then F off then, or back the club. But how are you going to tell me to back the club and back the manager? But you don't even back your players. The players are part of the club. So back your players as well. I will back the manager, but make sure you back the players. I always tell them that. Yeah, so with that relationship, I'll tell my friend to leave. Listen, you can do way better than that. I'm singing Drake to him. I'm just saying you can do better. You know, I will say that to Pogba, like, you can do real better. We all know that Pogba can do way better than Manchester United because look at the way we've been in the last couple of years. We haven't been our best. Yeah, we've been signing players left, right, and center, you know, that don't make sense, you know, that doesn't fit a style. So, yes, Pogba should go for the best of his career because I can tell you right now, if he stays, even if Pogba scores the winning goal that makes us win the Champions League, those fans will still hate him. They'll still want him out. Oh, get him out. As soon as he scores the winning goal and we win that league, win the Champions League, for example, I'm just saying, they'll still want him out. Now, as a Manchester United fan, now, I want my club to have the best players at the club. And I can see, just like Munzi sees it, if Pogba leaves, I'm not guaranteed, and I'm not sure that they will replace him with the right player. Because that guy is like losing two players, you know. That guy, the quality on him is like losing two very, very good players, you know. So I wouldn't want him to leave. I want him to stay, you know. I really do want him to stay. But I would love to see him happy because I care about people's mental health, you know. And people that, for this country that loves to talk about mental health, our own fans don't care about Paul Pogba's mental health. Our own British media don't care about Paul Pogba's mental health because they won't be like this if they really cared about mental health. They won't do that to a brother all the time, you know, expose him, you know. Had to show that he got injured by sniffing up some gas and then telling people that, oh yeah, this thing is like, for a guy to do that, it really hurts, you know. Even when he had his leg injury, dancing like brothers, oh, he's not injured, etc. It really, really does hurt. So now my next question leading into this, you know, because of the whole contract situation, because people keep saying this, Pogba's holding Manchester United for ransom, which confuses me, you know. I know he's got the pulling power because the club wants him to stay, right? Yeah, but is he really holding Manchester United for ransom when Manchester United can just tend to just piss off? Is Pogba really holding Manchester United for ransom? Because he's told them he doesn't want to stay.
Let me tell you something. Just like you said earlier, Pogba's never missed a day of training. Pogba's fulfilling his duties bound by his contract. He signed, was it a 5-year contract?
Yes.
4 or 5 years?
Yeah, 4 years with an extension.
No player has to re-sign a contract. It's down to him if he wants to leave or not. So for people to say that, it makes no sense. He's not holding anyone at ransom. Like you just said, Man United can say, jog on. We don't want to give you 400k a week. So you can't force a player to accept something he doesn't want to accept, especially where if he leaves on a free next season, he could easily get 400k a week, 450 maybe, 5. So yeah, that don't make no sense to me. Pogba is free to leave. He's free to stay. It's all down to the negotiation. I understand his agent's a bit of a...
Like I said, Well, the
his agent's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it? He's
listen,
a troublemaker.
I keep telling you before. I wish Mino Raiola was my agent so he can talk to YouTube for me and then make sure they give me some endorsement. It will make it happen. That's my representative right there. I would love for him to be my agent. But I'll carry on, Jack. Sorry to interrupt.
Well, I've gone.
Yeah, I was pretty much done, you know. It's down to Pogba whether he stays or leaves. That's it.
Monzi, you've heard Jake's thoughts.
Yeah,
Do
right.
you think that Pogba is holding Manchester United for ransom, like a lot of fans be saying?
Not really. He's not really holding us for ransom. He just wants like other players. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, De Gea. I mean, De Gea wasn't worth 300 grand a week last season. It might have been when when he was the top goalkeeper he was, but last season he wasn't as good as, you know what I mean? Someone said, I can't remember who said it, but someone said it somewhere that if you think about it, like take all emotion out of it, if he stays for this season, yeah, and then he does go for free, yeah, all right, he's going for free and we should get a transfer fee. But the amount of money we, say if he does want 350 grand and we say no, we'll have that for somebody else. I know we're going to, but we'll get him for the next season. I know we'll lose the transfer fee, but we won't be, you know what I mean? We won't be holding us to ransom. We could get a season out of him and say, right, see you later. No, the agent don't get money. He just goes. Do you know what I mean? So if we want to play it like that, they could play it like that. Then they get his wages. But as I said, I don't want to see a footballer like that. That's like saying Ronaldo go for free, but we had him. Do you know what I mean? That was just ridiculous if we let him go for free. But you take emotion out of it, you're going to get his wage packet and more because you're not going to pay him. But I don't know. I don't know what. I think Ollie wants to keep him, but I'm not sure what the board want to do. Do the board want to say no? We're going to. You don't know. It's changed now because Fletcher's
a bit commercial. So
yeah, but you think now that Fletcher's there and that John Murdoch's there, so they are football people, which has helped us. We'll look at. I've heard that Fletcher helped get Varane in. Whether that's true or not, but that's much better than having old clown Woodward. But if Woodward was there, he'd probably say, "Nah, see you later. I don't need you. We'll go and buy some other muppet." Do you know what I mean? We'll spend 100 million on flipping Ben White. You know what I mean? But you don't know, do you? You don't know, do you? Or 50 million. I don't even know how much money they wasted on Ben White. But do you know what I mean? You don't know. You know what I mean? So you don't know, but. I don't know, it's tricky. I think Raniola's holding United to ransom, but I don't think Pogba is. But then Pogba just wants what he's worth. So what he thinks he's worth. So
even with the agent, if they want the most money, they don't sign a Manchester United contract because when they go on the free, Pogba could eat 20 M's signing on to you because they're not paying for it. They're getting him on the free. The agent could eat ridiculous amounts of money because the club are not paying any transfer fees, so they can benefit more from leaving on the free next season. But I do understand Man United's point of view. If they don't want to pay him 400k, you never know. It could be 450k he's asking for. Just selling. All these negotiations have been going on for like a year now. You should know by now if you're gonna pay what he's wanting. So
then that was
you need to sell him quickly.
That was with Woodward there.
Okay, true.
The contract stuff was there when Woodward was there.
And also I can imagine Manchester United finally offering the money that he wants when it's in January, and he's already spoken to 5 different clubs.
Yeah,
I can see that happening with Manchester United,
especially
with. But then again, Woodward won't be there since he's still here till December. Moving on to that next segment, guys, we are going to move on straight to Ole Gunnar Solskjær manager. As always, guys, if you're watching in the cut, subscribe, smash that like button, and get yourself involved. Yes. Now, my next question is, of course, everybody knows that our manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjær, has been at Manchester United's helm for this is his going into his 4th season, so he's been here for 3.5 years. He's done half a season and two full seasons. And this is his 3rd full season. Now that he's been here and he hasn't really achieved anything, and he's going into his 4th season, yeah. Does Ole need to win a trophy this season? Is my question. Does he need to win a trophy to even stay in the job, guys?
Yeah, definitely. He definitely needs to win something, even if it's blooming Timbuk Cup or whatever. You know what I mean? Carabao Cup. He's got to win something this year.
I don't even care if it's the Britain's Got Talent. He needs to win that too, bro, if we enter. Bro,
To be
he's
fair,
exciting.
to be fair, if we'd have had Maguire in the
Oh,
Europa
God.
League final, we'd have won that because it'd have been different defence. But then again, Dean Henderson should have been in goal, not De Gea. Do you know what I mean? Dean Henderson can save penalties, De Gea can't. But it's ifs and buts. We should have won it. At the end of the day, we should have won it in normal time, not flipping. We should have pansied about it, flipping.
That was
yeah,
Ollie's fault, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. I'm not saying it is Ollie. It is definitely Ollie's fault. Yeah, but he's got to win something. If I always said that if he ain't doing well until December, he'll be gone. But I think we'll do all right. But he needs to win a trophy. If we don't win a trophy and they don't get rid of him, but then once again we're going back to it's how the Glazers think, or when we did have Woodward there, Woodward thought of money, and Glazers think of money. But now we've got people there that are football people. Surely they must say, look, they're not winning anything. We can't, But if we get in the top four, the Glazers think, lovely, that's it. This top four took over everything more than winning a trophy. You see people like Leicester fans, they're not bothered about getting the top four because they won a trophy. You know what I mean? It's like, really, and you got that argument, and you argue back, and you think, why am I even arguing? Because it's true. You want to win trophies, and you want to get in the top four. We should be winning trophies. We should have won the FA Cup last year. We could have easily beat Leicester. All right, maybe we weren't going to beat City in the Carabao Cup. We should have won the Europa League. To be fair, we could have had a good chance of winning. Might not. We could have got further in the Champions League, but he messed up in Russia. Do you know what I mean? He let flipping 40-year-old Denver Bar score from the. You know what I mean? So we had chances there. It's just he's got to sort this game management out. If he sorts this game management out, we'll be fine. But until he does that, he's got. If he wins a trophy next year, then yeah. But if he don't, then I think they've got to think about saying no. As I said, I was surprised that he got a 3-year deal. I thought he'd just get a 1-year deal and see how it goes. But something's got to change. Something's got to change soon. But then, how long did it take Fergie to win a trophy when he came?
4 seasons, isn't it?
Exactly. So 4 seasons. So next season, if we don't win a trophy, then he's got to go. I think, to be fair.
And what about you, Jax? Did you get your take on it? Does he really need to win a trophy next season?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
From a simple business point of view, he's had hundreds of millions to spend, and if you're not bringing in success with that, what are you really doing? And we all know as football fans, we measure success with trophies. So if he's not bringing in trophies, why are we spending hundreds of millions every year bringing in players for no reason? I would like to put a spin on it, though. Let's say at the end of the season, we're 2 points behind City. He reaches the semi-finals of the Champions League and the final of the FA Cup. And we've had a great season. Football's been great. Varane, Sancho are popping. Would you still want him to leave, or would you then give him another year?
To ask me, I will sack him because it just shows that he still doesn't have the credentials to get the team over the line. Even when you give him someone like Varane and Sancho, you're like, you still can't do this? No way. It's like, for example, I'll give you an example. It's like the rich child from school that has a PlayStation, Silver Edition, FIFA, Ultimate Edition, whatever. It's hand signed by. He's super rich. He's got everything. He's got the big screen. Everything. He's got everything to be sick at FIFA. You think this guy must be sick at FIFA, and he's shit at FIFA. He's got everything that you can think of. Gold PlayStation pad, the FIFA Ultimate Edition pad signed by Ronaldinho himself. He's got it all. Gaming chair and everything. But you find out that he's shit at FIFA. It's the same thing as you give him everything to excel in life. You give him everything to excel, and he's still not excelling. To get rid. It's like me at work. If they've trained me so many times and I still can't get the job done properly and still can't be competent enough, after being there for 2 years, get rid of me, sack me. No, honestly speaking, if you saw someone like me and you trained me for so long and I still can't do it, sack me. I don't deserve to be there. And that's the thing.
But hey, we're gonna give him one more season. Season, and as fans, we're gonna be hopeful. We're gonna be hopeful. We're gonna back him. But if he doesn't win, then it's time to leave, isn't it? It's time
I'm
to
gonna
leave.
back him. I still got my one fingernail on his back because I used to have it all, and then it turned into that, and then I was this. I'm still touching your back though. I still got your back, Ollie. Just a little bit. The fingernail got you. You know, because I'm almost done with you, but I was still going to back Ollie. But guys, I'll be honest with you guys who are watching. If Ollie doesn't win nothing next season, that's it. Like Jake said, he's had over 400 million to spend. Like he's been given the best that he can, you know. With Sancho and Varane, it's a big statement, isn't it? And you don't know who else can come in as well. As we are speaking right now, you don't know who will come in that could even improve, enhance his chances of winning something next season. If that does come true, we get like a 6 CDM and we get a 6 striker, then yeah, that guy has to win. Otherwise, it's bye-bye. I don't want to hear it from no one. Bruno Fernandes says he's Ollie in, but I don't want to hear it from Bruno Fernandes if it comes May and we're angry. I don't want to hear it because I'll just tell you straight away, he needs to go. In regards to that, reflecting the good signings such as Sancho and Varane, guys, we've signed Sancho and Varane now. Looking at our team now, way better than what we was last season going forward, and also at the back as well. My next question to you guys is, should Man United be challenging next season with these two signings?
Challenging what? Premier League?
Premier League, Champions League, a trophy, something, FA Cup, I don't know, anything. Should they be challenging for honours next season with these two guys coming in? Mons, you want to take it or should I start?
Well, they should be, but I still think we're too far away from City. If City go and get Grealish and Kane, then game over, I think, to be fair. Because they've got their defence sorted. People keep saying we don't need a striker. We don't need a striker. We need a striker. We definitely need a striker. Cavani's Cavani's 34. You can't do it all the time. Greenwood's not ready yet. But in that centre, we're not going to get Haaland's not going to go anywhere because they've already sold Sancho. They ain't going to sell anyone else. Whether he comes next year, I don't know. See, if Ollie doesn't win anything next year, and then he does stay and goes and buys Haaland, then what are you going to think then? You think, whoa, wait a minute, we are still Ollie in, or we're going to think, get him out. Do you know what I mean? But going back to the Ollie in thing quickly, he had a lot of crap to get out, and he still hasn't got rid of it all yet. Mm-hmm. So he has had the worst job. I know people say, yeah, but Mourinho won this, But the amount of crap Ollie's got out, trying to get out of the club, do you know what I mean? Like, he's still got to get rid of a lot of crap, like Dalot for the second goal against Brentford. I defended that. Get rid. Just get rid. Don't fanny about a bit. Do you know what I mean? Get rid. So I don't know what they're fanning about with Dalot. Just let him go. I'll take him to Milan. But, you know what I mean? So, I've gone off on the question. What was the question?
Should they challenge?
Sorry.
Should Man United be challenging? Yeah, because you mentioned not having a striker.
They should be, but we haven't got a striker. We need someone like, could you imagine if Ruben Nistelrooy was in this team? Or even a Prime Rooney. Do you know what I mean? No, we haven't got a striker. Cavani can't do it all the time. I'm not like I'm a fan of Cavani, but I don't think he can't play 90 minutes. He'd be better coming off the bench and stuff like that. But we ain't got no one else to play there. So unless Greenwood has a great season and plays there really well there, or Rashford, you don't know. Rashford might surprise everyone, even me. But do you know what I mean? So we just need a CDM and a striker, and then we would be challenging. But while we're behind, City are looking and thinking, well, they ain't got that. We'll just go and buy Kane. And then we're like, whoa, we're still further away. We're not going to get any closer until City run out of money, or they have the Guardiola leaves, which could, he might leave next year. You don't know, but we should be challenging. But I think it'll be closer. But I still think City's to win. City's to lose, I think.
You know what? Yeah, in my opinion, of course, I wouldn't say Manchester United should be challenging even with the likes of Sancho and Varane, because I'm with you guys. We still need to get a central defensive midfielder of quality, not just anyone, of quality for us. And also the most important thing, as you highlighted, you see, even with Cavani up front, I'm still not convinced, because I don't see Cavani playing week in, week out. He's going to be sharing the physio bench with Phil Jones most of the next season as well. Partially with Phil, I don't know. But because he's got a high injury record as well, Cavani. So I still feel like we need a 20 goals a season striker. That's a season pro for us to even really challenge. So those 2 extra signings, then I believe that we can challenge. So I
What about Martial?
Martial,
What about Martial? That's your boy. Do you not believe in him?
I believe in Martial. You know what? Yeah, I believe in
Yeah,
Martial.
I don't.
Yeah, I believe in Martial, but I feel like he will be played either on the left wing to compete with what's my boy's name? Rashford, isn't it?
Rashford.
Or sometime up front. But again, with Martial, it depends on which Martial turns up as well. And I love my boy Martial, but I as well have had it up to here with him. Doesn't mean he should leave. I don't want him out. I just have had it up to him. And I just feel like we just need someone else that will just spur on Martial to do his thing as well. And a striker that will spur him on. But that will never happen. So I don't know. But we definitely need a 20-goal striker, guys. What about you, Jess?
100%. Do you know what? Over the longevity of the season, we need a squad, don't we? Mm-hmm. And like what Monzi just said, our squad is lacking in terms of got a lot of deadwoods taking up space, taking up salary, taking up the bench, So until we get rid of some players and maybe bring in a couple more, I think it depends on injuries as well. If we don't have too many serious injuries, then I personally think that we should be challenging because our first 11 plus maybe 1 or 2 off the bench can compete with anyone in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I know our manager isn't the best, but compete with the likes of City, Liverpool. So we should be challenging bar any serious injuries. But we still need a lot of work to do. The likes of Jones, Pereira, Mata, Matic, Lingard, Swansea. I can name 10 men that need to leave. So it's a long way to go.
You can name 11 that should leave, really.
Yeah,
like Lee Grant, Mengi, Twanzebe, Jones.
I don't even know why Lee Grant got an extension.
No, Williams. Williams could go out alone. I don't know, and then you got Matic, too old, Mata should have never been given another contract. Pereira, Rashford. No, not really. You know what I mean? But it's like if you're saying we should be challenging. Last season was probably the worst season we had against the top 6. I don't think we got any point. I think we got points, but we didn't beat any of the top 6.
Not in the Premier League, no.
City, we beat City once, didn't we?
We beat City, and I think did we beat Spurs? Because I know we lost to them.
Yeah, they weren't in it. Were they in the top 6?
In the
Oh no.
Top 4.
Yeah, but we struggled in the top against the top 6.
We beat Liverpool in the FA Cup, but we didn't beat them in the league. We didn't beat Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? So we need to change that. We need to change that.
Exactly.
I mean, usually it's the other way around.
And and everybody knows for you to win the title, if you're not beating your top 6, then you don't really have a chance of really winning the title with the head-to-head.
But they had a good chance. They did have a good chance last year. They just didn't believe in it. I don't think he believed it. That you could get you could have got closer to City. Could have been after a couple of games. I remember that we could have been 4 points away from City. Put pressure on them. They probably still won the league, but you could have done it better than we did. Absolutely. But he didn't. He wanted the rest players for the Europa League, and we watched that sour guy. You know what I mean? That was awful. That game was awful. When you're just thinking, you know what I mean? We've wasted 3 league games, and you've done that, and it's just like, you know what I mean? So
absolutely. And let's move on to the last bit of the show, which is my favorite part of the show, which is called Question Time, where I ask a random question as we have come to the end of the show. 49 minutes in. Make sure, guys, you smash the like button. And also, if you're watching the playback, let us know what you think. And also, remember to share and also subscribe to your boy. Subscribe to Red United TV. My question is, of course, you guys can name your top 3 signing of your lifetime. Your lifetime, innit? Because obviously everyone has different experiences. I'm not going to say the last 10 years. Like of your lifetime, no, wait a minute. You wasn't around when George Best was there playing. No, he wasn't there. Seems he was a schoolboy at Manchester United, so he grew up in the system. So yeah, I want to start off. I want to say, my top 3 signings of all time. You know, for my lifetime. I'm gonna start off with I'm gonna rank it as well. I'm gonna go with the third one. Would have to be Wayne Rooney. Then I'm not gonna lie. It's the impact of that signing, because I'm not going to say Ronaldo, because Ronaldo wasn't. I can say it was the impact was huge in it, but I'm going to go with Van Persie, man. When we got Van Persie, now I'm going to rank him 2, and then my top one.
Interesting.
Is Bruno Fernandes. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen a player get signed like this and have this much impact in a year and a half. Never in my life. I know you can say Ronaldo, you can say a lot, you can say Ruud van Nistelrooy. There's so many players I mentioned that I've signed. But those are my top 3 top signings of them all. What about you, Jack?
Okay.
I'll move up to you.
I'm gonna say Rio. Rio, definitely. He came into our defense and just sorted it right out. Great player, legend. Cantona. Again, kind of what Bruno's doing. Right now. Cantona, the way he popped the collar. That guy was too much, man. He has to be in there. And last but not least, certainly not least, I just have to put Ronaldo in. I have to put him in there, man. I have to, because we was in school together when we signed him, and you remember those days. It was beautiful days. Coming to school, getting onto the Arsenal fans, you know. Ronaldo was just that guy. So he has to be in there as well.
And Monzi, what about you? What's your top 3?
It's a difficult one. I was going to say Cantona, but I don't actually. I've not really put I didn't like football at that time, but I have watched it. But I want to say Cantona because I didn't feel like football at the time. I don't know how to rank it.
You don't have to rank it.
Well, I won't rank it, but yeah, Van Persie getting one over the Arsenal one. I didn't think ever we'd get him. I'd say Cristiano Ronaldo because I watched the game. I watched that friendly he played in. And I thought, flip it, this boy's good. Do you know what I mean? And then just watched him grow. Do you know what I mean? Number 1. I don't know actually now. No, I won't say Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll say Ruud van Nistelrooy. For Cristiano Ronaldo. I love Ruud van Nistelrooy. I loved his song. Yeah, I just loved. I loved it. I remember sitting on the train going from Peterborough to Manchester 4 hours, and I've seen the song all the way up there and all the way back. He didn't even play. He sang it all the way there and all the way back. It was brilliant. Do you know what I mean? And then top 1 is Bruno Fernandes at the moment. He just changed our club. You know what I mean? I know people say, but he don't do a lot. I don't care. He scores goals. That's what he scores goals, win games. That's why we got back.
That's the end game for every football player.
Yeah, probably them 3. Yeah, them 3.
Beautiful.
Good selection.
Yes, and of course we got Bruno Fernandes. That says he's top 3 is Nemanja Vidic.
Yeah, but he didn't play that well when he signed him, did we?
I know the first 6
he was rubbish.
Him and Evra.
Did we get beat 5-1 in us? We got hammered in the City game, didn't they?
Hey.
Run ring round, didn't they?
Vidic turned into a monster. Vidic and Rio. You guys, you remember?
Yeah, I remember. He's also put Cristiano Ronaldo, which is fantastic to hear.
Or Valencia. I should have said Valencia.
Antonio Valencia. Guys, Guys, we have come to the end of the show. This has been your catch-up volume 53. We'd like to thank you for staying and tuning in to watch us till the end. As always, make sure you let us know what you think. If you're watching this back on the playback, make sure you smash that like button. Also remember to share and also remember to subscribe as always. And before we leave, let me just plug in the guys so you can tell them, so they can tell you where you can find them. I'm going to start off with you, Monzi. Where can the people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, finally Munzi, Instagram, Munzi6, and also on I'm on the Man United agenda. I'm usually on the Twitter on there as well. So yeah.
And of course, you'll also find him on the channel as well. You know,
And
can't wait until the season starts as well. It's gonna be lively. And what about you, Jakes? Where can the people find you?
Jags_United Insta.
Instagram Jags_United. You wish you don't listen, Monty. Don't even bother.
Don't read it.
For Bruno Fernandes, I know he's just trolling us, breaking United to sell at least 10 players. We hope so. Wait.
10 players over the next 10 years, maybe. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into it. But yes, where you can find me, of course, guys. Remember, you can find me on this channel, of course. Mondays at 8 p.m., Fridays at 9 p.m. on a Friday night. And I feel alright. The party's all over on Red United TV, of course, on a Friday night. Catch me. This is how we do it, you know? This is how we do it. But yes, guys, and as always, we can just follow the official Instagram account of Red United TV, which is Red United TV 1, baby, and also the official TikTok account, which is Red United TV. My personal Instagram account, which is Ivorian_Spice, that goes across the Twitter and also the Snapchat, you know. And last but not least, as always, to my ladies, my beautiful, beautiful ladies, as you always watch my show all the way to the end, and I've got to say thank you, Dad. It's a pleasure that you enjoy seeing my face all the way to the last second. You know, I love it because I check my algorithm and I see that the women watch it all the way to the end. They're very committed. Women are always committed to men. You know, it's just the other way around. Men cannot be that committed. You know, especially to their own friends as well. But guys, ladies, as always, remember to share the link to your ex-boyfriends. As always, always remember to share the link to your current boyfriends. Even if you got 1, 2, 3, 4, share it to all of them. You know, share it to your sugar daddy as well. As always, remember to share the link to the guy that's always been trying to move to you at the bus stop, asking you for your number, and you told him that you got a man, and out of disgust and hate and anger, he's told you that you're ugly because he can't take rejection. Remember to share the link to him, and also remember to share the link to the guy that's always buying you free lunch at work every day without fail because he wants some, and he will never ever get some because you already know it. Remember to share the link to that dickhead right there, and as always, remember to share the link to your dad's friends as well, because why? They be looking at you up and down, telling you that my oh my, you have grown, looking at you with lustful eyes, licking their lips while they tell you that you have grown. And when you when you share the link to them and they ask you, what is this? Tell them that you found a man that does it way better than you. And that's Ivorian Spice as always. Thank you, love, peace, of course, blessings upon all of you guys for watching. As always, remember to keep it united and also remember to keep it Red United. Peace out from all of us. Big ups.